I don't know what I find weirder, seeing you in the library, or the fact that we have one. What are you reading? Me. Are you still on this? The council cleared you of everything. They couldn't find anything in the journals proving that you're Vikar's Chaos Being project. Well, we still have Gall's summoning charm. Why not ask her? Me.
Sorry, dude, can't help ya.
Me.
Yeah, and my higher-ups are still chewing me out over it. According to them, my knowledge is only to be used on useless things like video game walkthroughs or the history of buckets. Sorry.
Gall's pantheon has a hierarchy?
Me.
So how's it going? But...
I might have a solution for that.
How long have you been down there?
Me. First, don't ask questions you're not prepared for. Second, while there might not be anything written there about you, that doesn't mean it doesn't have memories associated with you. And I know just how to uncover them. Ta-da!
Is that what I think it is?
If what you think is a data escape device, then yes.
I don't know about this. Last thing we need is to unleash a data heartless that'll destroy everything.
Don't worry, I promise you there are no bugs in my system. Once you're in there, it's basically a glorified museum of Vikar's memory.
Me. Well, if you're sure it's safe in there, why not?
Excellent!
Hey, Teals. Have you seen the guys? My scrying spell says they're in here, but I don't see them anywhere.
Oh, they're inside the data escape.
They're what? Get them out of there this instant!
Don't worry, Misty, they're fine.
Tealia, last time you sent Reviewer into a computer, it nearly got everyone killed. So excuse me for being a little paranoid.
Okay, chill, I can drag them out, but I can contact them and ask them to come back. Hey guys, Mystiss seems to think that you're in danger in there.
Alright, tell her we'll be out soon.
Me.
Well, it was worth a shot. Probably best if we...
Oh my gosh! I finally found you!
And who are you? Some kind of security program?
Oh, actually no. My name's Moki, and I'm your daughter.
Beg pardon? No. This is impossible. I can't have a daughter. I've never even been in a position where having children is a possibility.
Me.
Are you?
You ask that like it's a totally normal question.
In our line of work, it is.
Well, no, I'm not from the future.
Then there's no way that a 20-something-year-old girl is my daughter.
But it's true!
Alright then, so-called daughter of mine. If I'm your dad, then who's your mom?
My mother was... Monica.
Monica? That makes even less sense! The only time Monica and I were ever in the same space, I was tied up the entire time.
Me.
It wasn't like that and you know it.
If you'll just let me explain, I promise this will all make sense. Remember how Mom wanted to upload the two of you into a cloud server?
Yeah?
Well, she had just started the upload process when your friend Lucina got involved. However, due to Mom getting de-rezzed and you leaving the computer, the upload got corrupted. All the cloud server got was unfinished copies of yours and Mom's data. Said data fused together and the result was, well, me.
Oh my god.
Me.
The cloud server is still connected to your network. When you two arrived, I could sense Dad's presence. I wanted to meet him so badly, so I followed the connection here.
Me.
yes, of course.
Me. I think I need to get with Xandru and Crafty to form a support group for guys with artificial daughters. Honestly, I don't know. On the one hand, the crimes of the parent aren't those of the offspring, but computer data and DNA aren't exactly interchangeable. Hard to say how much like her mother she is, if at all.
If I may, I understand you don't trust me. I do have a few of Mom's memories in me, and I know what she tried to do. I want to make things right.
Alright, but we're keeping an eye on you. Now for starters, maybe you can help us.
Gladly! So, what's the plan for getting you two out of here?
Me.
Aren't you guys looking for a way out?
Oh, no, we can leave anytime we want. We're here looking for information. But we can't seem to find anything useful.
I see. Did you try the lower deck?
The what?
The lower deck. That's what I call it anyway. It's an area just below us where sensitive data is kept. I can show you how to get there if you want.
Me. But we should... Well, a few more minutes couldn't hurt. There isn't a whole lot down here.
Yeah, it's almost suspiciously empty. But I'm sure we'll find something.
Me. Dear Journal, this is the first time I'm writing in one of these things for non-research purposes, but I felt that this was a day that needed to be recorded. My beloved sister gave birth today. The child is the spitting image of his father. Within his first few hours of life, he's already proven quite the handful. Perhaps her decision to name her son after my Chaos project was more fitting than I realized. Welcome to this crazy multiverse of ours, little Inzodius Thatch. Wait, then this means... Me. Don't worry, I know we'll be able to find those answers too. Me. You coming?
No, I don't think I will.
What?
It's really important to you to find out more about Uncle It's family, right? Then I'll stay here, see if I can uncover anything else.
Are you sure?
Yep! Just do me a favor. Keep in touch.
I promise.
I will make you proud. Get the answers that you seek. Don't you worry, whatever it might take, I'll find a way. And I swear right now, I don't care if all hope is bleak. I'll travel the ends of this world to hear you say, that's my girl.
Well, that wasn't so... Ow!
I like to think I don't ask too much of you two. What was the one thing I told you not to do?
Enter cyberspace.
And what did you do?
Enter cyberspace.
You two are grounded. Do you understand me?
Grounded? You're not our mom.
Do you really think it's wise to argue with me right now?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Shutting up. Are you sure about this? Me. Me. Hi, Mr. Thatch. Me. So you do know. Meh.
Lady Mistress, Quite late for a magic lesson, is it not?
Sorry, but this is important. It's about Master Vikar. Were you aware he had a sister?
I suppose we couldn't hide it forever. She would assist Vikar in the construction of these gateways, and in return, he would assist her in charting these universes. Without this little project of theirs, I doubt we would have even met.
Sounds like it should have been happily ever after.
You see, one of Vikar's biggest flaws was that he never seemed to care for the consequences his work might have.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Unfortunately, he encouraged that same recklessness in his sister.
Do you think she's...
How come Master Vikar never said anything? Or you, for that matter.
You know as well as I do that Vikar was a man of many secrets. There were few people he trusted with anything, even fewer now. There were never my secrets to share. Though I would imagine he never brought it up to you because you never asked.
That also sounds like him.
Okay, enough, you two! Wow, Doc, the lab looks great!
Thank you. It took a few extra years to get it right, but I'm happy with it.
Well, I should hope so. You must be the boss man the doc told us about.
Yeah, I guess. And you are...
Call me Ann. Ann Jen. Hope y'all are enjoying that dormitory we built for you.
Wait, you built Hat Hall?
Who'd you think set everything up?
I don't know, I guess I figured Rawssingnol and it did. Somehow.
Listen, the doc can tinker with the best of them. Ain't no doubt about that. Hell, the guy would give an artificial like me a run for their money. However, he knows nothing about proper construction. Have you seen his giant robot? Things as flimsy as a sheet of paper.
You just had to bring that up. Yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you. While it and I had several ideas for the place, actually building it was all the work of the Jin sisters. Speaking of, where's Charlie?
Oh, I'm sure she's around here somewhere. Hey, Charles, get over here and meet the boss.
Hi there, name's Charlie. Pleasure to meet ya.
As you can see, she's very friendly.
I noticed.
Okay, sis, put him down.
Oh no, Sugar, you're bleeding. I'm so sorry, I don't know my own strength sometimes.
Yeah, that's why my nose is bleeding. Wait, you two are sisters? But you're, and you're,
Let's just say our father was a very brave man.
Half-sisters.
Alright, enough idle chit-chat. Charlie, let's get back to work.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, and Doc, I'm gonna need to go over some of the wiring schematics with you.
Of course.
Still not done?
Oh yeah, you should see this.
Are you building a Stargate in here?
Something like that. I decided to take a gander through Vikar's research notes and found blueprints for a portal. Based on what we found, the gate does work, or at least It will once we finish reconstructing it.
But you've already got a device that lets you traverse universes in the palm of your hand. Why bother with something so bulky?
If you'll recall, my dimensional teleporter requires coordinates to whatever universe we wish to travel to. If we built this thing right, it should come with a preset destination. And maybe...
You think maybe that universe is where its mom disappeared to?
I highly doubt that, but at the very least, it could set us in the right direction.
So what I'm hearing is keep its expectations low when I tell him about this.
Oh, absolutely.
You guys ready?
Yep. Gotta be honest, not what I was expecting.
Me.
Well, something a bit more dangerous, like a villain lair or literal hell. The only thing dangerous about this place is a ton of general health and safety violations.
Yeah, she's got a point. Looks like nobody's been here in ages.
The portal. I never thought I'd see it open again. But you're not them.
Who's there?
So I will give you a warning. Leave now.
We're not going anywhere without some answers.
I said, get out! What is your business here?
We're looking for someone. Yunosis the cartographer?
What do you want with Yunosis?
So you do know her.
Of course I do. She and that insufferable sorcerer Vikar built this tower.
How dare you talk about Master Vikar that way?
Mystiss, chill. What is this place anyway?
This place is a nexus. A place where many universes converge and their dimensional walls are at their weakest. Vikar and Yunosis built this tower to be a transit point between dimensions. I had to stop those idiots from creating any more portals.
And what gave you the authority to stop them?
Ignorant child! I was brought in to be the master of this tower, to protect it from harm. But the more holes they made in these walls, the more likely the universes would collapse into each other. Fortunately, they were at least smart enough to see reason. They left quietly, disabling that portal in the process. And here I stayed, dissuading any other fools who came here for the same reason.
Me.
Not so fast. Now it's your turn to answer me. What do you want with such reprobates?
That's it!
Whoa, Mystiss, calm down!
Out of my way, reviewer. This big oaf needs to learn some manners.
Me.
I'm sorry to hear that. I never saw those two again after they left. I couldn't imagine what became of them. But if you were able to reopen their portal, I'm sure you have access to at least some of their belongings. Yunosis kept an atlas, a detailed documentation of the universes she explored. You should start there.
Me.
Shockingly small, brown, had some sort of coat of arms on it. Looked like it'd been shot.
You don't think... Well, it's worth a shot at least. Hey, thanks for the help, big guy.
Just go.
So, you got kinda heated back at the Nexus Tower. You want to talk about that?
It's just... I know Master Vikar wasn't perfect, not by a long shot. But hearing someone talk about him like that...
Gotta admit, I've never seen anyone outright insult him. Even the likes of Drakal and Medora, despite their issues, still seem to respect the guy.
Master Vikar meant the world to me. He doesn't deserve to have his memories spat on like that.
I get that. But getting violent with that guy wouldn't have helped anything. Probably would have made things worse. You still have those memories of Vikar in your heart. As long as you keep them there, it's gonna take a lot more than some petty insults to tarnish them. Hold on a sec. Moki, right now's not... What? No way. That's incredible! Alright, you tell Doc and Tealia, I'll let Mr. It know.
What was that about?
It's the Atlas! Vikar was using it as his personal diary. Yunosis must have handed it off to him for safekeeping. Moki was able to find her maps and coordinates deep inside the book's memories.
That's great news! Oh. And reviewer? Thanks for the talk. I really appreciate it.
Hey, just because it's your job to keep an eye on us doesn't mean we can't check in on you. Now come on, we got work to do.
Right!
Simple. We enter coordinates from the Atlas Moki found in Vikar's journal into Rhysano's device here to visit other universes in search of answers as to what happened to your mom.
That's it? That's the whole plan. Just the interdimensional equivalent of running around blindly.
Look, I know it's far from foolproof, but we have no other leads. And remember, both Mr. Thatch and Roland said that Yunosis was well known in many dimensions for her cartography. It's not a stretch to assume that someone has at least heard of her. See? It gets it.
Fine. So where are we off to first?
Unfortunately, all the Atlas has are the dimensional coordinates and corresponding world maps. Nothing is really written about what these worlds are. So when we arrive at this first destination, be prepared for anything. Who knows what kind of dangers we may stumble onto.
Oh, you wouldn't be laughing if you knew who these kids were.
Kadir? How did you get here?
I walked? And how do you know me? I mean, I know the style of Kadir is known far and wide, but I didn't think it spread past this kingdom.
What are you...
Reviewer, a minute please? Remember, this is a completely different universe. This likely isn't our Kadir.
Oh, right. Let's just say we've seen your face before and leave it at that.
Fair enough. Those are the Queen's little rats. Oh, I don't mean they're her offspring. I mean, they're under her employ. Their job is to find unsuspecting marks, take whatever valuables they can pinch off ya, and add it to her treasure hoard.
What?
But why would a queen steal from her subjects? And with such underhanded tactics.
You lot really don't know anything about this kingdom. Queen Signora is the most vile, cruel woman this side of the mountain range. Ever since she came to power, greed and villainy have been this kingdom's bread and butter. She not only inspires the people to commit bad deeds, she encourages it.
No! Those little brats took the sphere!
Why are you freaking out so much? It's not like we're stuck here without it. We've got magic, remember? Sure, Rawssingnol might get upset that we lost it, but...
No, you don't understand. It's not just the device. Moki's in there. She wanted to help. So I had Rawssingnol upload her to the sphere to act as a sort of onboard navigation. Apparently the whole process was easier than manually entering coordinates.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go save her.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why not?
The Queen's castle is an impenetrable fortress. No one gets in or out without her explicit say-so.
We've broken into castles before.
Besides, despite Drakal's fraudulent orders, the Council was likely going easy on us. Or at the very least, not aiming to kill.
Then what do you suggest we do?
Well, as it just so happens, the Queen has a major event coming up. Her regular baddest bitch competition.
Does she really call it that?
The actual name is really long and overblown, but my name sums it up nicely. Every so often, the entire kingdom is invited to the castle for the event. Usually it's just an ego-stroking exercise for her, showing off how evil she is. However, any would-be villainess is more than welcome to take the stage to try to prove themselves a bigger threat. Winner gets everything the queen owns, including her hoard.
So what you're suggesting is we enter the contest and beat her at her own game.
Precisely.
Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Me, 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 me.
So? Reviewer can still do it. We just need some cold water.
Maybe, but you've got the more imposing physique. Besides, there is nothing more terrifying than you when you're pissed. Come on, for Moki.
Look, I want to get her back too. But I can't trick an entire kingdom into thinking I'm some sort of villain.
Well, of course you can't, looking like a paragon of the noble, but I can fix that. Lucky for you, I happen to have an eye for fashion.
You're headed for disaster, but I'm your one best chance. Though miss, you are miscast, I'll show you how to show who wears the pants. A little misdirection can take you really far. With just a bit of flexion, I'll make you a star. Got to look them in the eye, stare them down now, don't be shy. It's easier than pie, you're a villain. Let me lead you through the fun of camouflaging what you're one of. Cause the business it is none of, you're a villain.
You have got to be kidding. There's no way I'm wearing this.
Trust me, you're gonna need to look a lot like this if you want a prayer at winning.
Ugh.
So, what's in it for you?
Beg pardon?
If this kingdom is so into villainy, then there's no way you're doing this out of the kindness of your heart.
Decent reasoning. Yes, as a matter of fact, there is something I want. A while back, those little rats made off with my lamp. Fortunately, I don't have to serve whoever holds it. However, it's still my life. If your girl wins this and gets the hoard, I want my lamp back.
Not his girl!
Me, 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 me.
Realistically, you shouldn't. However, this kingdom wasn't always a den of scum and villainy. It wasn't perfect before La Signora took over, but it was peaceful enough. I'm probably the only one old enough to remember those days.
Okay. How do I look?
Wow. Me?
You look fabulous. It just needs a little something. I know. An animal sidekick.
A what now?
Come on. All the best villains have some sort of pet. Something like a reptile, or a bird, or...
Me, me?
Perfect.
And just where the hell are we supposed to get a... Oh no.
And a big hand to our gracious volunteer.
Kill me.
And now, if anyone dares to challenge me to...
I dare.
Oh, sorry, dear. That was just a formality. I'm not taking any challengers today. Or ever, for that matter.
Well, that's just too damn bad, because I'm not leaving without taking everything you hold dear.
I see. So what's with the cat? I've never seen one with a human head.
Oh, he's, some would-be hero who thought he could defeat me. I keep him like this to remind him of his failure.
I see.
What's the matter? Scared already?
You've got flair, sweetheart, I'll give you that. But I'm afraid it's not enough.
And just who decides that?
I did. Didn't you hear me?
You can't just declare yourself the winner.
Oops, but I just did. Unless you want to do something about it.
Well,
Oh, our girl is starting to lose her nerve.
Me, 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 me. Mystiss, remember what that big guy at the tower said about Vikar? Use that feeling.
Oh, Vikar. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long while.
You knew him?
Hardly. Him and that friend of his. Who knows something? They were nothing more than a pair of filthy tourists, barely even worth the mud in my shoes. Why? Was he a friend of yours? Will explain why you're so pathetic too.
Take that back. This instant.
Oh! Have I touched a nerve?
I said, take that back! What's the matter? Did I touch a nerve? I will not ask a third time.
Alright! I'll take it back! I take it all back! You win!
Alright, you have your lamp. We good?
If you mean, is our deal done? Then yes. Otherwise, I think you guys are far from good.
Hey.
Let's just go home.
Hey, Mystiss?
Go away!
I wanted to say I'm sorry. I shouldn't have tried to use Vikar's memory to make you angry.
Look, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at myself. I let things go way too far. I know you said I can't let other people spoil my memories of Vikar, but it's not that easy for me.
I never said it would be. Hey, I don't know how much this helps, but back in the day, people used to insult me all the time. Hell, I'm on the internet, people still do. Whenever that happens, I try to remember that getting mad about it is just way too much effort. Now, I didn't know Vikar, but based on what I've been told, he wasn't the kind of guy to put in unnecessary effort.
True.
It doesn't always work, but it helps, you know?
Yeah, I'll try to remember that. Just so long as you remember what I'm capable of next time you ignore me when I tell you something's a bad idea.
Noted.
No. The correct answer is, oh, kind and noble Mystiss, I would never dream of disobeying you again.
Shut up! Alright, I've got my supplies ready, and I've enchanted the sphere so that if it gets stolen again, I can just call it back to me. We're all set.
So, is there a particular reason why you wanted me on this mission? As opposed to, say, Mystiss?
Mystiss still isn't doing too well after the last trip, so she's sitting this one out. And without her, it'll be good to have our official bodyguard join us in unknown territory. Besides, according to the Atlas, this place we're going to is like 90% water, so you'd be good to have around either way.
Worry not. I shall protect you with my life.
Hopefully it won't come to that, but it's appreciated.
Moki, what gives?
Sorry, Dad? This thing only has inputs for the dimensional quadrants. I can't dictate exactly where in the new universe we'll land.
Me.
Well now, this is certainly the most lovely catch we've had in a while. Ladies, sir, Captain Dice at your service.
Nice to meet you. Look, I don't mean to be rude, but can you excuse me for a minute?
Oh, but of course! How can I possibly expect you to give proper introductions when you're soaking wet? While I imagine that's not a problem for your aquatic companion here, you two should find towels and some fresh clothes in the stateroom.
Me.
Absolutely. And if you prefer, I should have a dress or two that'll fit you nicely.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Now hold on. Let's not be so quick to refuse this gentleman's hospitality.
Nice try, Knila. First a spell to make warm water.
And now one to dry us off. What? Did you really think I wasn't prepared for the possibility of getting wet?
Well, I hoped.
Well, aren't you three a delight? Merry lass, come meet our castaways.
Oi, Captain.
Merri?
That be Merry Lasty, landlubber.
Stand down, Merri. So, what brings you lot to be stranded in the middle of the sea?
Me.
Or, at the very least, information. Does the name Yunosis mean anything to you?
He cannot mean Yunosis, the cartographer, can he?
Me?
We know of her, yes. Mayhaps we can be of some help to each other.
How do you mean?
You see, my daughter back home is very ill. I've been on the sea for weeks searching for a magic herb that is said to cure any illness.
The Sundrop flower?
Ah, so you've heard of it. Yes. However, the island on which this flower blooms is not recorded on any chart. That is, except by one Yunosis. It's a bit of a long shot, I know, but if your research just so happens to include her findings...
Well, we do have a map of this ocean from her.
Shush!
Oh, joyous of days! If you would be so kind as to help us find the island, I would be more than happy to share what I know. Mayhaps we may even find some clues on the island itself.
Deal. So, what's the story with you and Merri?
It is a simple yet lovely tale. For the longest time, I'd been a captain without a ship or a crew.
Me.
Then one day, this beauty of a ship came to port, with seemingly no one aboard. Everyone assumed a ghost ship, but I alone was brave enough to investigate. As you can probably guess, I discovered Merri aboard. Turned out the lovely mannequin was originally carved to be the figurehead of this fine vessel, from the same wood in fact. But she was sadly abandoned before being properly installed. As a result, when a strange magic brought her to life, so too did the ship itself.
So, Merri controls the entire ship?
Oi, every last board. It be part of me on body, it is.
That explains why there's no other crew.
Don't need any others when I've got the best first mate a sailor can ask for.
I just be happy to help, Captain.
Milady, may I speak with you for a moment?
Knila, remember how we talked about you calling me that?
Listen, all joking aside, are we sure we can trust these two? I know she has the appearance of our wooden companion. However...
Look, to be honest, I'm not too sure about Captain Dice either, but he has a point. If Yunosis was on that island, we might find something to help our search. Besides, I don't want a dead kid on my conscience if it turns out he's telling the truth.
You make a fair point, but I still intend to keep an eye on them.
I would have it no other way.
What are you doing up?
General insomnia. You?
I was just admiring the view. Few things in this world are prettier than the moonlight touching the sea. I've missed this view since moving to Hat Hall.
Why did you move in anyway? I mean, I know Mystiss hired you, but wouldn't you rather be in, or at least close to, the water?
Not particularly, no. I hail from a kingdom deep below the surface of a lake hidden in the middle of England. From a young age, I was trained in combat until the time came I would become the personal bodyguard to our princess. On my first days, we locked eyes, and it was love at first sight. How I cherished every moment with her. Until we were visited by royals from the Atlantic, including their prince.
Ah, arranged marriage?
No, I imagine that would be far less painful. You see, she and him had been writing each other for many years at that point. When he arrived, they took to the ballroom, dancing the night away. I saw the way she looked at him. How I longed for her to look at me with those eyes. The next day, he had proposed to her, and they were to set off to his kingdom immediately. As she was becoming part of his royal family, it fell to his royal guard to protect her. Thus, she left me behind. So, without a job, I decided to take to land, offering my services as a bodyguard to any maiden who desired it. I believe you know the rest.
I'm so sorry.
You know what really hurt about it the most? Well, I knew that we weren't lovers. I had thought that we were at least good friends. But when she left, She had little more regard for me than the rest of the castle staff.
I just know I'm gonna regret this.
What are you?
You get one dance. And I swear, if you tell anyone about this...
Thank you, reviewer.
Alright, Merry lass. I'll be taking these fine folks ashore. Hold down the ship.
Oi, Captain!
Me, 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 me.
Are you sure?
Me, 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 me.
This does not appear to be a flower.
I wonder.
Look out!
I'm afraid this is as far as you go, mates.
You don't have a daughter at all, do you?
Oh, that's not true. I'm sure I do. Somewhere. Quite a few, in fact. Probably some sons as well, I'd wager.
So what is it you brought us all this way for?
Ah, you see, that skull is very special. The last treasure of the one true pirate king. Cashing that bad boy in would have me set for life. Problem was, no one knew where to find this island. That is, except for Yunosis, apparently.
So you just needed the treasure map.
Aye. Well, that and someone to take the curse in my stead.
Curse?
Legend has it that the skull will kill whomever takes it. So what will it be? By the skull or my flintlock?
Okay.
Reviewer, no! You can't just do what this man says!
Look, I'm not happy about him dragging us across the sea either, but I'm not gonna risk us getting shot. Besides, it's just a metal skull. He's not gonna do any harm with it.
Beg pardon?
Before your big reveal, I cast a detect magic spell on this thing. It's got no magical properties whatsoever. If you want it, it's yours.
What's the rub?
The rub is that while the skull isn't magic, the pedestal absolutely is. If we don't put that thing back, this whole island is gonna come crashing down. Now, I don't know about you, but I can teleport myself and Knila back to the ship. So, if you want to get out of here with that skull in tow, you're gonna play nice and fulfill your promise to tell us what you know about Yunosis.
Fine, deal.
This scurvy dog tried to stage a mutiny, Captain.
Me.
I realize this might complicate our deal.
No, it's fine. Honestly, I respect the hustle. Now then, since I got what I want, it's only fair that I tell you what I know. Several years ago, Yunosis showed up at a tavern I frequent. She seemed fascinated by the story of this little beauty.
What would a cartographer want with a skull that kills people?
Captain, I told you the direct quote was, "The skull leads whoever holds it to the gates of death."
Aye, kills people.
What I think Merri is getting at is that it's not a metaphor.
Me.
Would explain a few things. Well, thanks for the tip. Now stay out of trouble.
I cannot make any promises.
Grand Councilman, the reviewer and Mr. It wish to speak with you. I've tried telling them you're very busy, but...
Nonsense. Please send them in. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
We were hoping you could answer something for us.
Well, can certainly try.
You're a necromancer by trade, yes?
That is correct.
Well, we were wondering, is it possible to travel to and from the afterlife?
This is about Yunosis, I take it.
Me.
Sir Roland mentioned that you were looking into her, though he did not elaborate on why. I can only imagine you're interested in her work.
Yeah.
Well, she asked me that same question many years ago.
Me.
That, yes, there are many artifacts that allow for free travel between life and death. However, they are not to be used by mortal beings such as us. The harbingers of death do not appreciate mortals leaving their realm. After all, it's meant to be a one-way trip.
Me.
A common misconception. Summoning the undead isn't actually bringing the dead back to life, rather reanimating the remaining husks. As for communication with the dead, we're more like using a person's body as a telephone of sorts.
But we hear stories about people being brought back to life all the time.
True resurrection isn't unheard of, yes. However, it is usually only possible if the spirit has not yet moved on to the next life. Otherwise, it is a much bigger ordeal than the stories tend to make it out to be.
One more thing. We have reason to believe that Yunosis is in the afterlife, one way or another. Any way you can contact her?
Sadly, no. To go back to the telephone analogy, the body serves as a phone number. And if she has passed away, no one has recovered her remains. My apologies.
No, it's fine. At least we know we're on the right track. Thanks for the help.
So, how goes the research?
Not great.
We tried asking Gall about the afterlife.
Let me guess. She didn't give you anything?
Me. We got way too much. We tried narrowing it down a bit by calling a few more favors, but they didn't exactly work out.
Actually, I think I may know someone who can help. My teacher.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that your teacher is a great witch. You really think she'll know something?
It can't hurt to try, right?
Me.
Actually, my teacher really doesn't like a lot of people to know where she lives. I think it's best if I just bring Revere on this one.
Pumella's right. Besides, you and I should stay here and keep looking through all this.
Pumella, is the blindfold really necessary?
Sorry, Revere, but I wasn't kidding about my teacher being secluded. She tends to get a lot of uninvited guests looking to slay her.
Oof. She okay?
Yeah. Fortunately, it's usually dumb kids who think they're hotshot. But anyway, we're here now. You can take off the blindfold while I knock on the door.
Pumella? Who did you say your teacher was?
Who could be visiting at this time of... Moki! It's been too long!
Hi, Blair.
You two know each other?
Pum! Good to see you! How's your training going?
Oh, I'm fine.
Now answer the question.
When It and I were in high school, we got to spend a semester at the Death Weapon Meister Academy. Some sort of goodwill thing Lord Death was doing.
Speaking of, how's Sonya doing?
Oh, we lost touch after the academy. Anyway, one night it brought home what we thought was a stray cat, and let's just say she stuck around.
Oh, Moku, you know you love me.
Okay, but why is she calling you Moku?
Oh, the little weeb. He thought it'd be fun to go buy a Japanese name while in town. So he called himself Mokuzai.
Really?
Look, I was 15 and stupid. Anyway, Blair, the reason we're here is because we're looking for a way to travel to the afterlife. Pumella thought you might be able to help.
The afterlife, huh? Actually, I think I have just the thing.
Wait, really?
Hold on, let me go get it.
See? I told you she could help.
We'll see about that. Though I gotta ask, how did you end up studying under Blair? I mean, she's powerful, but you do know that she's not a real witch, right?
Yeah, it's just that. I've always had an aptitude for pumpkin magic, and not much else. But no one was able to teach me how to use it. Most won't even bother trying. So when my travels brought me to Death City, and I saw Blair using pumpkin magic, I knew I just had to get her to be my teacher.
Okay, that makes sense, but Blair never really seemed like the teaching type.
Her methods have always been, unorthodox, sure. But she was always so much fun to be around, and everything I know, I learned from her. So she couldn't have been all that bad at it, right?
I think it may have been more unintentional on her part, but hey, if it works, it works.
I found it!
Are these coordinates?
I guess so. This guy I was dating years ago told me they had something to do with death and asked me to hold it on for him. Said that one day a familiar face will come by in need of it. Never would have guessed it'd be you, Moku.
Wait, who was this guy?
What was his name again? Vikar?
Vikar?
Yeah, that was it.
I'm convinced that man was clairvoyant. Thanks for the help, Blair.
Say hi to Itty Bitty for me.
You guys ready?
Not really.
Me. Alright, let's do this.
Is this it?
Huh. I guess the atheists were technically right. It is just nothing. Me!
Hey, kiddo.
Me!
What the hell are you three doing here? You should have listened to Grimsworth's warning!
Oh no! Someone in our family failed to heed Grimsy's words about traveling to the afterlife? There's absolutely no precedent for that in the history of ever.
Alright, I get it, smartass.
Master Vikar. Is that really you?
Gotta be honest, I never thought I'd actually get to see the good version of this.
So, this is the famous Vikar. I thought you'd be taller.
Reviewer, show some respect.
It's fine. Besides, you three have got bigger problems now.
Me.
There's a reason I haven't been able to come home.
I'm sure we can handle it together. Oh, can you now? Hi, Lord Death. Good to see you again.
Again? Wait, you guys actually know the Grim Reaper? And you didn't think that would help?
Well, the thought did occur to us, but we honestly didn't think he'd help. It's not like we were really close or anything. Oh, reviewer, I'm hurt. I thought we grew to know each other pretty well, considering how much time you boys spent in my office while at the academy.
Really? These two were troublemakers in school? You don't say.
Hey, it was mostly its fault. Me. I'm sorry, I truly am, but I'm afraid it doesn't work that way. For a mortal to enter the land of death is for them to give up life. Once you make it here, there is no return. Oh, come on, there must be some way we can—
Let me stop you right there. Save us all precious time. If what you're suggesting is letting you climb up the ladder, oh, you'd rather go back through the gate. Sorry, my boy, but there's no defying your fate, 'cause death is forever, whether you like it or not. Had your chance to live your life, and now you're stuck in this spot, 'cause the rules are black and white. There's no use in trying to fight it. You gave up on your life, so no, you can't live again.
Just give it a rest, kid. You're wasting your breath.
There's just no winning with this asshole of death.
There's no winners, there's no losers, 'cause it's not a game.
Wait! When all's said and done, this guy likes to have fun. If we want a chance to win our freedom, I propose we play a game and beat 'em.
What do you say, Lord Death? One game. We win, we get to go home.
Interesting. death is forever, whether you like it or not. But I'll give you all this chance, I'll give you one final shot. But the rules are mine to make, let's begin. I cannot wait. You're playing for your lives, we'll see if you live again.
Fucking death is forever, we know this to be true. But we'll rise up to the challenge if we all stick like glue.
Gonna need back your attention, because I just have to mention that I've made the determination to do a little separation. What? Don't worry, my boy. Just have a little trust. All they have to do is make it back here to us. It's time to play. The rules are simple. Reviewer and I shall wait here at the maze's exit. All the four of you have to do is make it to us before time runs out. Now, begin! I don't get it. Why aren't you making me do the maze? Well, for one thing, if I was going to pair everyone off, it wouldn't be fair to leave you on your own. Second, you're not the one with parental issues to work through.
Okay, this actually isn't too bad. Oh, Master Vikar, I can't wait until we get home. We have so much to catch up on.
Whoa, hold on there a sec. I'm not going back.
What do you mean?
I'm only here to help the rest of you get out. My time ended nearly 13 years ago now. Unlike you, I do belong here.
But Master Vikar, you have to come back. You have no idea the terrible things people have been saying about you since you've been gone. Calling you foolish and worthless.
Mystiss, I've had friends say worse about me to my face. It's never bothered me. Why does it bother you?
Well, you...
And don't give me any bullshit about how I don't deserve it, because Lord knows I probably do. What is this really about?
You always did know me so well. Better than I know myself at times. I guess it's hard to hear people talk about you like that, because... I just never got over your death.
Oh, Mystiss. Death isn't something you ever get over. It's just something you learn to accept. Ironically, it's part of life. Just remember, cherish the time that we got to spend together, and don't regret the time that we didn't.
You know, Reviewer said something along those lines too. He may make dumb decisions sometimes, but he's a good guy. Kinda reminds me of you in that way.
Really? Well, I guess it was a lucky shot picking him as the Guardian.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing.
Master Vikar?
There is no war in Bossing Say.
So, in Zodius, I imagine you've got questions.
Me.
Oh, you know, pursuit of knowledge, thrill of discovery.
Me.
Your father could always tell when I was bullshitting him too. The truth is, after you were born, I got scared.
Me.
When we got you home, all I wanted was to be there for you, no matter what. But I realized one day when I die, I couldn't be. But then I thought, what if that didn't have to be the case? I wondered if there was a way we could still reach each other, even beyond the wall of life and death. I figured that if our magic could allow us to travel to other realms, why not to the realm of death? After months of research, I finally got my hands on a way in. I had to try it as soon as possible. I thought I'd only be gone 30 minutes, not over 30 years. I was so desperate not to miss a moment of your life that I ended up missing all of it. I know I can't apologize enough for what happened, and that it might be selfish of me to want to be in your life now.
Me.
You're a good kid, Zodi. Your dad did a good job.
Me.
Don't be so hard on him. I'm sure it wasn't easy for him to talk about.
Me.
Wait. Are you telling me he broke my globe of Eridon? Me. Eric, you son of a bitch!
Me.
What's that noise?
Sounds like Yuno is smashing through the walls.
Can she do that?
She is surprisingly strong for a woman her size.
No, I mean, isn't that against the rules?
Well, the only rules Lord Death set were that we have to make it back before time runs out. He never dictated how.
Well, then what are we walking around for?
Well then, I probably should have seen that coming. Well done! So that means the 5 of us are free to go?
4 of us, actually. Master Vikar is staying behind.
Really? And you're okay with that?
Honestly, no. But I'll just have to live with it.
Speaking of living, I can't wait to get back to it.
Me.
Now be honest with me. You slipped in that game lyric on purpose, didn't you?
I have no idea to what you are referring.
I like you.
It's nice to see a family reunited.
Yeah.
So when do I get to meet your parents?
Beg pardon?
What? Is it a touchy subject?
Oh! No, it's just, you made it sound like as if you and I are...
Oh! No, nothing like that. I just meant, you know what? Forget I said anything.
What was that about?
Nothing.